Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a love of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Sorry I'm late.
Okay, first you're late every day this week, and now you're late to the meeting? You've only been working 7-hour days. What's up with that?
My husband has cancer!
Okay, I don't care. I need you to work 8-hour days. Can you get in on time?
I don't know.
Well, you need to. You need to work it out. Hi, Katie. I have asked you into my office today to see how you are doing. You are a great employee and have been a positive asset to the team since you started working here. However, I just noticed recently that you are only clocking in around 7 hours a day. I wanted to check in with you to see what's going on. If you are only working 7 hours instead of 8 every day, that is 5 less hours that we have been working on the project each week. We need to get it completed by April 1st. And I only see that happening if all of our team members are working a full 40-hour week. Is everything okay with you?
I am so sorry. I've really been trying my hardest to get here on time and only take a 30-minute lunch break. My husband has recently been diagnosed with cancer, and I am the only one able to take care of him and take him to his chemotherapy appointments. In the morning, I drop him off before work and pick him up on my lunch break to take him home. I didn't realize how much this would affect the project. Again, I am so sorry.
I am sorry to hear about that. My thoughts go out to your husband and your family. I'm not a trained therapist, but I can suggest the HR department for help with advice on family matters.
Okay, I can't stay late today. I have another appointment for my husband, but tomorrow I should be able to stay for a little bit after work, and I will talk with HR. What can I do to ensure that we get this project finished?
I'm sure that we could work something out so you'll be able to take your husband to all of his appointments. I can allow you to work 7-hour days and work the 8th hour at home. You can come in at 8:30 instead of 8, and you can also take an hour lunch instead of 30 minutes. Then you can leave like normal at 4 p.m. and work the last hour at home. I hope this helps you out. I really need you to help us get this project finished. If you need anything else, please let me know.
Thank you. Hey Brianna, you're doing really good so far. Oh, yeah. I just need more.
More of what?
I don't really know. There's just something that I need more of. Just fix it by whenever. I don't really have a timeline or anything, but followers, let's get those up. Maybe 1,000 more by tomorrow. And sales, let's increase those by just a lot. And whenever you can.
Followers on what? What social media platform are you talking about?
Oh, all of them. Every
By
single social
tomorrow.
media. Yep.
1,000 followers.
Yep. You can do it, girl. I have faith. Figure it out. You got it.
Okay.
Yes. Hey, Brianna. Thanks for coming and speaking with me. I hope you have enjoyed your time thus far as a PR intern for So Chic Boutique. I just want to set up some goals for the next few months. You have been doing an awesome job thus far, but our company is ready for some upgrades. We are looking to increase our weekly sales by 5% within the next 4 months. By increasing how often we post on our social media accounts and increase the quality of our posts, I think we could easily achieve this goal. I am asking you to devise a plan on how we could do this. Like I previously mentioned, we are looking to improve our sales by 5% within the next 4 months. We have set up a system so we can monitor if our sales are increasing or decreasing. Customers are also going to input where they heard about our boutique before they complete their purchase. With this question, we can evaluate how effective the posts are. I believe 4 months is plenty of time for you to achieve this goal. I have the utmost faith in your abilities. So we will need to hit this deadline by the end of 4 months. Ideally, we would like to see it increase little by little each month, but no matter what, by the end of the 4 month sales should increase by at least 5%. I understand that you are very familiar with Snapchat and Instagram, so you will be using both of these for the majority of your work. I will also need you to take and edit pictures of our models. So by the end of the 4 months, sales should be up by 5% through social media engagement. Do you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns?
I just want to thank you for the opportunity and believing in me. I'm really excited to help build this company, and I can't wait to see all the great things that I can achieve while I'm here. What is the best way for me to contact you in case I have any specific questions for my posts?
Of course. My office is open anytime, but always feel free to email me if I'm not there. Although the end goal isn't for another few months, I think sales will increase a little at a time, so therefore I want to set up progress review meetings. Why don't we meet on the first and third Monday of every month so we can debrief about weekly sales and we can talk about any of your concerns. I look forward to seeing your amazing work. Thanks, Brianna.
Thank you.
What's up, Courtney? Thank you for coming to see me today for your performance appraisal. We performed a 360-degree feedback, allows me to gain information from you, your peers, your supervisors, and your subordinates. From what I've read, you have a great work ethic, but you do everything wrong. I mean, seriously, how hard is it to do what you are asked? It's just, keep that up and you're out of here. That's all I gotta say.
What?
What? You heard me. Get it fixed.
Okay.
Hi, Courtney. Thank you for coming to see me today for your performance appraisal. So we've performed a 360-degree feedback. This allows me to gain information from you, your peers, your supervisors, and your subordinates. From what I've read, you have a great work ethic. You're known to always show up to the job on time, immediately start working on projects when asked to, as well as complete projects in a timely manner. However, I did notice that you have consistently been completing tasks in a wrongful manner. You complete the task, but you do not complete it in the way you were asked to. This unfortunately causes the projects to be backed up and take longer than expected since it needs to be redone correctly. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I have to admit, this is true. I am just so passionate about my work and love to do what I do. When I hear that I have a new task to complete, I rush to the job to get it done so I can start a new one. I may move a little too fast and not listen to all directions given. Sometimes I get lost in my own world and forget the small details I was asked to do.
Thank you, Courtney, for being honest. So how do you think you can improve upon this?
Well, I guess I could slow down. I could actually listen to my superiors when they're asking me to do something. I'll try to take a mental note of all the details so that I do not mess anything up. I think if I take things slower and listen more carefully, I should do better.
I agree. I think that's a great idea. Slowing down and listening intently will help you to complete the task correctly. I also think that you should pick up some of our company notebooks. We have a ton of them in the stock room, and you're more than welcome to take a few. They fit perfectly in your shirt pocket for when you're working. With this, you'll be able to write down all of the details you need to include in the project that you are completing. I think this will also help you a lot.
Yeah, I could do that. I thought I didn't need that to remember everything, but it would definitely help.
Great. I hope that really does help you. I would also like to discuss the way you talk to your superiors. I've read in some of the performance reviews that although you do not have an attitude or yell, you tend to use foul language and get annoyed when you are told that you completed the task wrong. I understand that it can be frustrating to have to redo a project that you already completed, but you need to discuss it in a respectful manner. If there are clients at the house, they do not want to hear that type of language. So do you understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I understand. It's just that, as I told you before, I like to move on to new projects. I don't want to have to redo something. It's annoying and I get angry. Sometimes words just come out of my mouth before I can stop it.
Okay, well, how do you think you can improve on this?
Well, I'm not quite sure. I guess I could try and maintain my temper, although I'm hoping that with the improvements of taking notes and completing tasks correctly, I won't need to have these discussions anymore.
That's true. If we can improve your listening skills and slow you down a bit, hopefully your projects will be completed correctly to avoid any more of your foul words being used on site. However, if you are having a conversation with your superiors or anyone else on the site, please try to watch your language. This is a professional company and I'd like to keep it that way. All right, so Courtney, I think that covers everything. Just to recap, our goals for you for this upcoming year are to first and foremost, slow down, listen carefully, and take notes while being given directions. This will help you out tremendously. Also, let's work on your communication and language skills. With these two improvements, plus your already great work ethic, you'll be in great shape down the road. I hope this talk helped you. If you have any other questions, I'm always here. I'm looking forward to your progression in the new year.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay guys, I know you guys have had like a pretty strong disagreement. Everyone in the office has noticed. Both of your plans kind of suck in my opinion, but I need you to like hash it out just right here, right now. Just figure it out.
Matt's idea is stupid.
She
Matt
sucks.
is stupid.
Talk to
She just
him.
sucks. She
You're
sucks
You're
as a
stupid.
person.
You're
She
stupid.
sucks.
You're stupid.
Your idea sucks.
You're an idiot.
I hate you
I
so
hate
much.
your
I hate
guts.
you.
Go to hell.
Oh my god. You go to hell.
Hi Brittany, hi Matt. I've been made aware of the issue you two are having with deciding on how to streamline the governance structure for our health informatics department for the upcoming merger. I came here because of the impact your disagreement is having on the project and your team members. You have 2 weeks until the report is due and you need to present it to the CEO. This disagreement has halted progress on the report, and there is much more you need to do with not a lot of time to do it. If this report isn't handed in on time, you're going to end up costing the hospital upwards of $100,000 and months more of time in this merger. The team will probably be replaced, and you guys may find yourself in deep water with my bosses. You're not only hurting yourselves, but you're hurting your teammates as well, and I want to help resolve this issue as soon as possible. What time are you guys free today? I would like to meet in conference room B so that you two can really hash out the issue and come to a solution.
I could do anytime after 3.
I can do 4 o'clock.
Okay, great. So guys, I'm only here to mediate. Understand that this is an opportunity for you guys to really get to the bottom of this issue and hopefully get a great solution out of it. Please keep this about the work itself and do not attack each other's personalities. We will not get anywhere with that. Also, I only want to hear one voice at a time. Please don't interrupt each other and be open-minded to what the other person is trying to say. So Matt, we'll start with you. What is your view on what's been going on?
Well, I feel that Brittany won't even consider my idea, all because she believes it's expensive. I think that the structure should be in the order of an executive committee that focuses on strategic functions, a program committee with subcommittees that focus on managing ongoing operations, and a revenue cycle committee that deals with benchmarking revenue cycle performance. One of the hardest parts of a merger is assuring the jobs of employees from both organizations, and I feel this will save a lot of people from losing their jobs.
Okay, and Brittany, how do you view this?
Personally, I think Matt's idea is overkill. It is unnecessary. I feel that there should be one person in charge that focuses on the strategic function, with one department under them focusing on both managing ongoing operations and benchmarking revenue cycle performance. Yes, unfortunately, more people will lose their jobs with this plan, but this is a business at the end of the day, and we need to be financially secure and strong in order for this merger to succeed. Matt doesn't understand that, in my opinion.
I understand where you're coming from, but you won't even consider my idea. I personally can't see that many people lose their jobs, and I cannot agree with your plan.
But you just said that I won't consider your idea when you won't even consider mine.
So what I see here is that the real issue is that you both are so passionate about your ideas that you both don't want to consider the opposing option. There's good conflict and bad conflict. This disagreement can lead to a great plan and structure, but you guys need to be open-minded to one another's ideas. Now that you're sitting in here, do you have any new thoughts on each other's plans?
Honestly, I see where Brittany's coming from. I can see how having this structure could be unnecessary for the tasks at hand. I see how her plan would do a good job of saving the hospital money.
And I can tell that Matt just wants to help people and is looking at this from a staffing point of view. I get that he wants to make this a smooth transition for everyone involved.
That's great. I'm glad to see you guys are starting to see the strengths in each other's ideas. What do you guys think can solve the problem?
I think something we could do is develop new plans keeping what we just talked about in mind. We can think of plans that we feel would meet both of our ideas, and then we can present them to each other. If we agree on one person's plan, we move forward with it. If we don't, then we can discuss, make compromises, and make the best plan we can think of. This way, we are constantly revising the plans until we have something we're both proud of and stand behind.
Okay, I think that's a great idea.
I'll get to work on it right away and bring it back to the team.
Same here. I'll get to work on a revised plan, and I think that Matt and I can agree on. Hopefully, we can figure this out as soon as possible.
Great. It is Wednesday, so we can meet up on Friday at the same time for you guys to present your plans to each other and move from there. Guys, I think you're very similar when it comes to work ethic and thought processes. You can make a great team that succeeds at a lot if you keep your minds open and use your strengths to come up with great things. I'll see you on Friday.
Listen, Brianna, I called you in today because of what we talked about last month. You're still mixing up patients' medications. Are you serious? Are you that dumb? Oh my God, I've had 2-year-olds do better. Holy sh!
It's not purposely.
It's not purposely. Seriously, I should fire you for this. But you caught me on a good day. I had Chipotle for lunch. I'm in a great mood now. Get an IHOP for dinner. That's what I'm saying. Fix it. That's all. I don't know how you just gotta fix it. Seriously. Hi, Brianna. I called you in today because of what we talked about last month. I'm still seeing that you're mixing up patients' medication. This goes against the oath that you took to provide the minimum standard of care for your patients. In that oath, you swore to absolutely do no harm, even if that means you can't treat the patient. By being negligent to what you're doing, you're going against the oath you swore and the agreement you made with the hospital to uphold that oath. You know that giving the wrong medicine to a patient can be home to many adverse effects, and it not only puts the patient at risk, but it then requires a number of other nurses and physicians to stop their tasks to help you or the patient affected. You could seriously kill someone with this level of negligence, and though no patient has been seriously affected from this yet, if you keep doing this, I can guarantee something will happen. So give me your view on what's been going on.
I'm so sorry that I keep making these mistakes. I feel like I just keep getting so flustered in the emergency department that I don't really pay that much attention to what I'm doing, and I just do it because everything is so chaotic.
So how do you plan to fix this?
I think I just need to take a deep breath and take more time and try not to rush around and get everything done too quickly. And it's causing me these problems. If I slow down and focus more, then I should be able to correct my mistakes.
Now that's good, and I do want you to do that, but I'm also going to need you to report to the head nurse every time you deliver medication to patients. I know that it's a pain for both of you, but I really need a second pair of eyes on this. Mixing up the medications needs to stop now, but I understand it'll take some time for you to fully resolve it, so I want someone to assure you're doing everything right. Unfortunately, because this is the second time I'm talking to you about this, last time I reported it, I'm going to have to document this discussion as well and put it in your file. Though this is hard to quantify, I want your supervisor to report back to me in 30 days to see if you've improved. You only have these 30 days to resolve this problem, or else we may have to begin talking about the termination of your employment. I'm going to write up the corrective action plan saying that in 30 days, you will have resolved this issue, or else you may receive disciplinary actions up to including termination. I need you to sign it to acknowledge that you know what is expected of you, any consequences that may happen if it isn't resolved, and that you agree to it. Now, can you relate back to me what you need to do?
Yes. I have the next 30 days to stop mixing up and giving the wrong medications to patients. I need to report to the head nurse every time I am about to administer a patient their medication, so that there's a second pair of eyes on what I'm doing. For myself, I am going to take a deep breath and slow down to focus better on what I'm doing.
Perfect. We'll meet in 30 days from today for your report and the report from your supervisor. Like I said earlier, because this is the second time that we're speaking on this issue, I have to document this discussion and put it in your file. Can you please sign this here to show that you agree to it? Don't worry, I have the confidence that you will do fine correcting this problem, but please fix it. All right, have a good one.
Thank you.
Hi, Charlotte. I spoke to you last week, and the week before that, and then 2 weeks before that, and last month. Do you remember any of this?
Yeah, it was so annoying.
Well, you still are not meeting your sales quotas, and because of that, you're just fired. Like, we're tired of you.
Have you even looked at the numbers?
I've looked at my paycheck, and I've looked at yours, and we're losing money, and everyone else's. So
This is insane.
you just have to go.
This is insane.
Can you just pack up your stuff and go? We want our money. We need to. The next person has to come so that we can make money.
I can't believe this. I've been so loyal to this company.
You should believe it. It's real. Good afternoon, Charlotte. I know we have met previously regarding your current attitude in the workplace. Since our last meeting, the number of complaints that we have been receiving about you stayed at the same level as before. When we last met, your sales had decreased by 25%, but today we are seeing a 30% decline in your sales numbers, and you used to be our top salesman. Because of these low numbers, we are in danger of getting a warning from corporate. Not only that, but we are positive that the negative experience some customers have had here is spreading by word of mouth, resulting in a 15% decrease in total customers in the last 2 months. In one of our last meetings on April 11th, we discussed a plan for you to read up on new types of cars that we are showing, as I was under the impression that you were losing your temper due to your inability to provide details of the new models. I gave you all of the relevant literature, and I also told you to hand off customers to me for a minute if you felt you were losing your temper. We planned to meet 2 weeks after that, but you kept pushing off that meeting and asking to reschedule. And you refused to talk even briefly in passing about the progress you were or were not making. There was only so much I could do to get you to cooperate. At the end of the day, the motivation to make sales is intrinsic. Your attitude has not improved at all, and everyone around the office and the dealership has felt it. You do not seem like you want to be here, and we need to find someone who is motivated to meet sales quotas and come to work with a good attitude. Charlotte, our decision to terminate you is final. You have a week to tie up any loose ends here at the dealership and then pack up your belongings and go. We will be compensating you for your unused PTO and sick days that you have accrued through these 4 years. Additionally, your insurance will remain active for 6 months or until you find another job, whichever comes first. The company is also offering you assistance in looking for a new job if you feel you need it. I hope I have been as clear as possible in our decision today, but do you have any questions about your termination and your current standing?
This is insane. I was with the company for 4 years, and I tried my best, and I was definitely improving, so I don't understand where you're getting these numbers from, but I think that you're being unreasonable. I think this is insane.
Again, Charlotte, you have 1 week to tie up any loose ends here at the dealership. We will provide a box for you to pack up your things from your desk. Additionally, we will need you to stop in the security office to hand in your company ID and your keys. Finally, we will need you to give your computer password to the IT department. Next, you'll be heading over to HR to meet with Nicholas to fill out the necessary paperwork. Thank you for your time at this company. I'll walk with you over to HR.
This is insane.
Sorry I'm late.
Seating you for the unsued PTO. Oh my gosh.
When asked to, and I f***ed up.
Governance structure for our health informatics department for the upcoming merger. Hi, Brittany and Matt. I've been made aware of the issue you today. So Leo, we'll start with you. What is your view on what's been going on? Okay, guys. You guys have been fighting a lot over these 2 plans that you came up with. Okay, it's recording.